Hey everybody, this is Jeff the Zymologist once again, coming at you with another whiskey review. Sticking with some scotches here, I was able to pick up from Big Red Liquors, again through the VIP program, which is great for finding some hard to find whiskeys or something new, that you can get before the general public gets it. Oftentimes, before the general public ever knows about it, VIPs buy up all this stuff. So this is a Signatory Vintage Collection. Single malt scotch. Comes in this nifty aluminum container. What's special about this is that it was made at the Jura distillery. Say it's heavily peated, single malt. It was selected and bottled for Occidental wine and spirits distributors out in San Francisco. I believe they're in the San Francisco Bay Area, and for their wine club. This is a single cask, 24-year-old Scotch whiskey, distilled in 1989 and bottled, in 2014, 9/9/2014. Now, legend has it, according to Matt Colglazer at Big Red, this was a variety that was a single cask, made and bottled for the Occidental Wine Club, and it was lost someplace. They had no idea where it went. Being a single cask, a lot of bourbons in single casks will only yield 100 something bottles. Bourbons being aged 7 to 8 years. This is aged 24 years. So there might have only been a couple dozen bottles of this. And I'm talking as few as 2 dozen, probably closer to 4 or 5. And it comes out in this beautiful straw color. It is 92 proof, so 46% alcohol by volume. Here's what the label looks like. All of the Signatory labels kind of look the same for the most part. They're all kind of plain looking and printed like this, but it does have age 24 years, the date that it was distilled, when it was bottled, matured in a bourbon barrel, cask number 30,723, bottle number 49 of 233. So who knows exactly how many of these bottles made it to the U.S. Or how many, maybe all of them were. So 233. That's not a lot. Not a lot of bottles. And, the other thing, too, is up in Scotland, you don't have as much as the alcohol evaporating, I guess, as you would down in Kentucky, because you don't get the extreme summer heat like you do in Kentucky. So, again, a beautiful straw color. It smells peaty. It doesn't smell heavily peated, which is what they boast. I mean, they say it's heavily peated. It is a non-chill filtered whiskey, which means all the natural oils will be in there. They're not filtering out any of the oils, so if you do store this in a cool place, you will get some coagulation of those oils, and it will look like you got fatty deposits, kind of floating around there. So, again, it's peaty. I smell that pear and honey, a little bit of spice. And of course, just a little bit of alcohol hint on the back end. Let's give this a try. Okay, so a little tingle on the tongue. Not real warm going down, which is surprising. I mean, it's 92 proof, so it could be a little warmer. Get a beautiful toasted almond finish on the back, and that oaky flavor. Some of that ripe fruit flavor. So pear is the one that almost always comes to mind with me for scotches. Is that you get like this pear flavor that is just like biting into a ripe pear right off the farmer's market basket, just picking it up and chomping down into it. Again, not heavily peated, it's slightly peated to me anyway, to my palate. But I have a bottle of Lagavulin 16. Whoa, you talk about some peat. So, in contrast, this one isn't that heavily peated. You don't get that. Sometimes you get a lot of fusel alcohols in these scotches, and you don't get that here. It's not that bitter, off-putting, almost like cough syrup flavor, generic cough syrup flavor. Again, you get the peach, a little bit of honey flavor, some peat, lots of pear, and it's just a real beautiful whiskey for a 24-year. I would be shocked if you could find a bottle of this anywhere. I believe I paid $50 for it, and that was the biggest steal. I mean, to get something under 20 years old for a Scotch, or 18 for that price, is just insane. To get anything over that is just unheard of. That's a once-in-a-lifetime deal, and so I was glad I jumped on it. Signatory, I've had a few of their whiskeys. They're all very good whiskeys. They usually come in a tin can like this, at least, or aluminum can, most of them that I've had. And of course the big Signatory logo, which is a big script S, which is kind of cool, and that's, you know, embossed right there. It's raised font. Signatory is one of those that you got to check out. You know, I am big into trying a lot of different whiskeys, and I've found a few distilleries over the years I really like. You know, Glenfiddich, Glenlivet, Glenmorangie, lots of Glens. Signatory is one of those. Signatory, I've had nothing but good scotches good whiskeys come out of that distillery, in my opinion, and stuff that hit my flavor palette just right. So, you know, you might not be able to find one of these. If you want to try it, if you live in the Indianapolis Carmel area, let me know. Maybe we can get together and do a little sampling. If you bring something that maybe I haven't had, we'll get together and trade glasses and turn you on to something different. But if you can't find this, definitely keep an eye out for Signatories. I think that it's one of those that flies under the radar, and a lot of people pass them up around the Indianapolis area, and so you will typically find some of these sitting on the discount rack in the spring or in the fall, or whenever, you know, liquor stores are starting to burn through some of their supply and clearing some things out. So if you can find one of these on the clearance rack, any Signatory, definitely reach for it and give it a shot, because you can often find these at a steep discount. So again, thanks for watching. If you liked everything, please like and share. Subscribe to the video channel here, and you know, share with your friends. And if you have any questions or comments, you can tweet at the Zymologist at THEZYMOLOGIST. Again, that is at the Zymologist, THEZYMOLOGIST. And let me know what you think. Until next time, enjoy.